a brand new year.
Yep.
Big things coming. Oh, sorry. Did someone put that in there? Big things coming.
Felt unnecessary.
For us? Oh, yeah.
So, for audio
dude.
listeners, Lewis has walked in
Yep.
in his best suit,
My
only suit.
My only suit. Yep.
Walked in wearing a suit and Nikes.
Yeah.
Very Frankston of him. You look like you're going to court.
Yeah. Yes, I am. We might end up in court at the end of this, mate. That's why I've dressed very formally for the occasion.
No collar.
No collar. Forgot a shirt.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing my Luke and Lewis Waste of Time shirts. I thought I might as well get a quick merch plug in while Huh?
Where can you buy those?
LukeandLewis.shop or whatever.
Yeah.
LukeandLewis5.shop. I don't know. Look.
LukeandLewis.shop. You got it right the first time.
Okay, good. Well, there's options for you
They've
guys.
been flying, by the way. Not those ones.
Not these ones. That's why I'm wearing this one.
We have to restock a bit of fun. That's how much they've been.
Wow, this
going out
show
the
is a bit
door.
of fun. Mate, we're getting off track, okay? I know you like to talk about money, but this is an even bigger money conversation.
Oh, shit.
Okay? That's why I'm wearing this suit. And gee, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
33 degrees today.
I'm cooking. And also, I've definitely put on a lot of weight since the last time I was in Thailand because, geez, my nuts hurt so much.
Yeah.
They've never tailored a suit for a man this long before. They didn't leave enough room in this section because
So your nuts have grown since 2018.
No, I think
2016.
2016, yeah.
Shit, get a new suit.
It's the vaccine. Dude, hey, enough laughter. This is serious, okay, guys? We need to talk about the fog bit. Luke, okay? My most famous client. As you know, I'm a manager.
Yep.
The fog bit, the greatest stand-up bit of all time.
Yep.
Okay? This is a bit that, look, you abandoned because you said it wasn't good enough. So I decided to take the fog bit under my wing and I decided to manage it. It's my bit now.
You made the fog bit a star.
I did.
Because without your help, it would have been lost in a notepad mid-2018.
Yep.
And instead, the fog bit has been performed to quite literally tens of thousands of people all around the country over the last 2 years.
Standing ovations around the country. The fog bit is a bit of stand-up that Luke Kidgel wrote shortly before he abandoned, tried many times, and it never worked.
And it has other comedians scared.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, when they think great bits of even Australian stand-up, they think Carl Barron sucked mango.
Yeah.
Great bit. Jim Jeffries gun control.
Lewis Spears, gay Hitler.
No one's really... It's never entered the conversation, but there's been whispers,
There's
maybe.
a few whispers,
A few whispers.
Hasn't been filmed yet.
But then when you think it now, these days, that was pre-2018.
Yeah.
Now when you think Australian comedy, people think fog.
It's only fog bit. Okay?
Yeah.
You can't even see the other bits. That's how much fog has just obscured the view. And this is a bit that you wrote and tried
You know
to
what's
perform
funny
many
is
times.
the other day, Frenchie goes, I haven't sold out my Melbourne show. And I went, sorry.
Yeah. That's... Whoops.
Sorry.
Sorry about that, Frenchie. That is our fault. Yeah.
Could have done a bit about fog.
Yeah. And that's because the demand for fog is overwhelming. It's
Yeah.
a bit that never really worked until I came to the show. You were prepared to drop the fog bit and just give up on it and never do it again because it wasn't working.
I wanted to.
You wanted to.
Oh, that's how it started. I came on this show and said, Lewis, it needs to go. And I don't even remember why we were particularly talking about bits that were bombing at open mics.
Well, it was just something that personally amused me, watching you try and work this bit out that was just not working at all.
Have you heard my new neck bit?
Neck bit? No? Could it be the next fog bit? No. Okay, all right. Because I am looking for more clients. If you're considering dropping another bit, just tell Neckbit.
Do I have to
give me a
let you
call.
know? So-
just give Neckbit my phone number.
Now before I drop a bit, do I have to let you know?
Yeah. Just let me know. Send me the audio at least, because I'm looking for new talent. Right. The fog bit was something that never worked. You were going to drop. That's when I came to the show years ago and I said, guys, every time Luke Kidgel does a show, I want you to demand that he performs the fog bit. And people responded, great. They started chanting fog bit at every single show, and they forced you into doing it. Even shows that were not your shows, where you were a surprise drop in.
Yeah.
There's a couple Luke and Lewis fans in the audience. They start chanting fog bit.
It happened at a
You were going to
corporate
do
gig.
5 minutes. All of a sudden, it's abandoned.
Yes.
You have to do the fog bit.
Yeah.
The plan was working.
Yeah, and it happened at a corporate gig, which me and the company who paid me to be there were pretty annoyed about.
Well, I was very happy about it because
Yeah.
as the manager of the fog bit, that meant that I got a cut of your corporate
Bit of
fee
cash.
because you dropped the fog bit, I picked it up, and
Yep.
it's probably my biggest client.
Yeah.
And every time the fog bit is performed, obviously I get a big slice of whatever money is garnered.
Big.
But yeah, big, because I'm a good manager and you get what you pay for.
Sure.
Yeah, 90%. So I have here, mate, for you, huge opportunity.
Ooh.
Okay? Let me
Because I'll be honest, I thought the fog bit was done.
Well, no, it's not. It's definitely not done.
But I guess we hadn't spoken about it.
Well, I've got this here, right?
Okay.
In my little document folder, okay? I've got here a contract.
Now it definitely looks like you're defending yourself in court. He's pulled out a piece of paper which clearly just has Texter written on it.
Correction, whiteboard marker. I have here a contract to renew the fog bit
Okay.
with me, all
Can I
right?
just read it?
And my management company.
So this is what you want me to sign.
Spears Management, yeah.
I, Luke Kidgel, will do the fog bit, property of Lewis Spears, every day you've crossed it out, every show until I die.
Yeah.
Sign here.
Well, I decided to negotiate on your behalf. I thought every day was a bit too much.
Yep.
So I've already fixed that up, and now it's every single show that you perform. What do you think about that? Give that a sign. And that's in perpetuity, so forever.
In the universe, one of those deals?
Yeah, in perpetuity in the known universe.
Yeah. Some contracts actually have that on it.
They have in
Just
the
in
known
case we go to
universe.
Mars and the manager can't take 10%.
What's the argument for having that in there? Is that just in case? Did some lawyer go, what if he takes heaps of LSD and genuinely believes he's in another dimension? Does that void our contract? Probably does. So that's a good lawyer.
Yeah. I will not be signing this.
What?
And I will not be, and I want to make this an official announcement. And that's right. I know I'm going to get emails. Perhaps people, and fair enough. If you're,
Hey, think about your career here, man.
I, Luke Kidgel, will not be performing the fog bit on this year's tour.
What?
You missed it. It happened. People loved it. People rejoiced in it. And
They missed it.
they missed it. It's gone.
Well, you know what, Luke Hidgel?
And I think that's fair. I toured it for 2 years.
You did
Sure,
tour it
it was
for
in
2
a
years.
pandemic, but I did every single show on my tour.
Yeah.
Well, I cancelled some,
Cancelled some.
but you should have got tickets earlier. I went to every single place.
The year before that, you did every show you scheduled in. So there were plenty of opportunities to see it.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Right? Look, I had a feeling as a manager of the fog bit.
So you knew this was a shit deal. Signing away the bid forever.
Well, look,
Is that what you-
hey man, it's business. Okay, it's nothing personal. You're a very good friend of mine.
Yes.
But I'm a businessman.
Sure.
And money comes first in all
Yep.
things. We all know this.
Yep.
All right. And that was a very, very, very good contract for me. So I thought that you might say no to that. And that's why I have here a second contract that I'm going to pull out of my other breast pocket.
Wow.
Where is it? So I've got a vest as well that has breast pockets.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
pockets.
Mate, I've got a lot of contracts in here.
You're a busy man.
I am a very busy
Thanks
man, okay?
so much for giving us your time.
So if you want to be lazy and you want to just throw away the biggest opportunity of your life, you know whose loss that is? Yours. Okay. I want you to have a look at this contract that I don't want you to sign. Have a look at that. Read that one.
And then it's blank, will do the fog bit every day, every show until I die.
Yeah. And you know who blank blank is? Anyone I want it to be, because you're replaceable. The fog bit can be performed by anyone. The fog bit is such a good piece of comedy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the comedian that does it.
It-
You're nothing.
It will outlive me.
It will outlive you.
Yes.
As the best bit of comedy of all time, I will say this. Any person on earth can perform the fog bit.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to send an audition tape to lukeandlewis5@gmail.com performing your best rendition of the fog bit, I'll have a look at all of these auditions and I'll pick a winner. I'm going to do an open casting call to the listeners of the show, and I'm also going to reach out to other comedians.
Are we releasing
We'll release a small segment.
snippet of it
Yeah.
for like a snippet of the bit?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. Just the first couple lines of the fog bit we'll release to the public.
Yeah.
And if you want to send an audition tape through, you could be the next performer of the fog bit and you be managed by me.
Honestly, can I say? And I know that you wanted me first, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right? Although you kind of came in second there. You made me feel valuable, and then you made me feel worthless.
Well, that's the key of a good management.
Yeah.
Emotional manipulation, mate.
But can I be
Give him
honest?
some love, take it away.
Part of me will be sad to lose the fog bit. Obviously, it made my career what it is today.
Yeah, it's the only reason
I'd
for
be
your success.
nothing without it.
Can you hear that? That's refunds.
Yeah.
Flying through the door.
And I don't blame
Going
people.
to Luke Kidgell's inbox, I want my money back.
Yeah.
The fog bit isn't being performed. That's the only reason I'm not interested in Luke Kidgell. I'm interested in the fog bit.
Yep. But can I just say, after the disaster that was the Loogies, once we walked off stage, I don't think I'm fit to be performing the fog bit
And I'm
anymore.
glad you've said that because that shows a big level of self-awareness, Luke, because
It was a disaster.
the last time you performed the fog bit was the worst performance I've ever seen in my life.
It was really bad.
Luke's at the Loogies, right? The Luke and Lewis Award
Yeah.
show. Every single person who listens to this show is a big fan of the fog bit. Of
course.
He forgets that they would want him to perform the fog bit, which both of us said we were going to do. and as a manager, you know how much fucking money I had to send back to the Comics Lounge because you only performed 1/3 of the bit?
Yeah. No, I performed
$700,000.
about 75. Wow.
$700,000 I had to refund.
That's a
to
lot.
them. Yes.
That seems high.
My holiday house in Miami fucking demolished
God.
because of you and your lack
Well,
of
you're a
work
pretty bad
ethic.
manager because there was a discussion where we ended the live stream of the Loogies. We were like, thank you so much. We walk off stage.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, to our surprise, but it shouldn't have been,
Yeah.
fog bit, fog bit.
The people
fog
start
bit.
chanting.
The whole room just starts chanting fog bit. You're not a great manager because you go, oh, fuck. I forgot about this. And
I'm
then,
up to my ears in contracts, mate.
Right.
You should see my other waist pockets.
then you go to me as the manager, you turn the manager thing on real fucking quick. You go, do you remember it? And I go, no. I haven't done it for 3 months. The last
Yeah.
time I did it was in September before that, the
Yeah.
last show on my tour.
Yeah.
You know, I don't tour around at local gigs anymore. It's only at, you know, it's slowly, I'm making it more exclusive,
Yeah.
right?
It's an exclusive bit.
People chanted it at my Brisbane trial show. Didn't do it.
No, they didn't pay enough to get in. How
No.
much were tickets?
$25.
Not enough.
No. I was like, no chance. And half the crowd was like, I've already seen it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's becoming an exclusive club. People have experienced it.
Yep.
So and I, being the great manager, right? Being someone who knows how to make a lot of money out of that talent, pushed a guy who didn't really know what he was doing out on stage in front of the people. He embarrassed himself. I still got paid, and that's the hallmark of good management.
Really? Because you just said you lost your house in Miami. Demolished.
I only
$700,000.
partial refund, so you don't get your. That was your cut.
Oh, wow. That's kind of the cash that we're both pulling. That was 10%.
Yeah, that was 10%.
$7 million deal.
So I've still got my house, my other house in Miami.
Great.
That was because that was the guest house I lost.
Yep.
The main house where I'll be staying.
Okay.
I've still got that.
So casting calls are open. We will release a snippet of the fog bit, just a
Yep.
text.
Yep.
And that's the thing, you'll think, oh, I'm getting a sneak preview into the bit.
No.
It's about how it's delivered, which is why you're going to get other comedians
It's
to
also
audition?
about drive and power. And yes, I will be getting other comedians to do it.
Shit.
Yeah. So you better watch out, right?
Yeah.
Because we both know it's the greatest stand-up bit of all time.
I agree.
And it's so good that anyone could do it.
You
in the
think
world.
that?
I really think that. Anyone could do it. And Luke Kidgell, you're replaceable.
Watch, ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. Clip this, all right? I want this to be a clip. One day Lewis will come in on his hands and knees, crawling back.
Couldn't happen.
Because you know what I have?
What?
I have what made the fog bit get so big. Sure, you put it out in front
Desire
of the
to
people.
stop doing it?
No, yeah, well that.
Bad attitude?
When I deliver
Poor
the
memory?
fog bit,
Mm.
sometimes I agree.
Mm.
It's not great.
Here's the Luke Kidgell effect. Here's what Luke added to the fog bit. Did I do... Literally, this is what Luke did at the end of the fog bit. Hang on. Did I do the bit about the guys at the start? Because the punchline is a callback to them.
On tour, it was running like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
When I was doing it every night, there was foggings like
fog
being
machine,
dropped.
some would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was foggings being like dropped around the country, left, right, and center, and people were rejoicing in it.
Yeah.
Right? But I will admit, I let myself go.
Yeah. You fallen off?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Fog comedy-wise. Yeah. But other bits are going heaps better, which is great.
Well, that was always the case.
Yeah.
But the fog bit, look, I'll say this: I'll never give up on it. And as the manager of the Fog Bit, I think there's still a lot of money to be made in there.
Okay, great.
And I'll replace
Just
you.
don't come crawling back then.
Well, mate, don't come crawling back to me.
I might actually, depending on how many refunds. Sold a lot of tickets this week.
Yeah,
which
we'll see.
LukeKidgel.com. Get around the tour
Yep.
if you don't want to hear the Fog Bit.
Mm-hmm. That's
Get
right. And
there.
if you also don't want to hear the Fog Bit, loosespears.com, Melbourne. I'm doing the comedy festival.
No Fog Bits there, are there?
Never
So
performed
you're not
it.
going to audition yourself?
No, I don't want that to be a conflict of interest.
Okay.
I'm up to my ears in contracts and bills and paperwork. If I was also performing, it's too much work.
Okay, but then you take 100%. You're happy with your 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
It fluctuates.
Great.
If you read your original contract, there's no defined split. It just
Okay.
says split fluctuates, and you signed it. So
Yeah, it was foolish of me
yeah.
in hindsight.
Well,
I
you
did
didn't
that.
believe in the Fog Bit. I did.
No,
One of those
I-
contracts. You're like, this will never work. I'll sign it.
Exactly.
Good luck.